Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose, and the Moose is loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do on this particular episode is talk about the differences between staking and yield farming. So these are going to be two terms that are somewhat similar, but they are completely different in how they work. So before we get started, I wanted to mention, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is what's going to grow the channel. It's the only thing that I have to keep this channel going, quite frankly. So what are the main differences? So what I'm going to do is pop up a whiteboard and I'm going to get some things organized for you. I'm going to do this on the fly. This isn't part of an online course or anything. But what I want to do is at least give you an example of what you can expect for staking versus delegating, because it is very important, and if you don't know the differences, it makes everything very confusing. So what I have here is a whiteboard, and we're just going to add some text, and we're going to try to do this pretty swiftly. So we'll just put for here staking, all right, and we'll put another one, yield farming, okay. And what I will say, and we're going to try to differentiate the two, and maybe we could even add a little line here as well. So I do produce a lot of online courses, so hopefully I'll be able to explain this to you pretty simply. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start off with like a definition. And I was researching this the other day because I have gotten quite a few questions, and I do read the comments. So if you guys do comment down below, I will read. I do answer all of the comments. I don't have anybody else answering those for me. So I am participating, and I do enjoy all the questions that you guys have. Even if you think it's dumb, it's not, because I know that this can be very confusing. So what we're going to do is get into the differences between staking and yield farming. So let's start off with the similarities. I think that will help. That will help you out a lot. So imagine that on the left, we're just talking about staking. Here, we're talking about yield farming. So yield farming, we'll even do it in red. Perfect. So I added the word staking here because it is similar. You are making a yield for both. So let's start off with the similarities of what you are earning, how it works. So you can earn a yield, meaning a percentage on your money. Okay? So when you are staking, you can earn money doing both, for both staking and yield farming. Okay? Now, one good example, and I'll definitely get this up on screen. Let's try to talk about two different coins here. This is what I want to get into. This is what's really going to help you guys understand the differences. Let me get a couple things organized. And this will get you to really understand what all of this is. Okay, so we have that. We've got some Ethereum. And what we're going to do at the end of the day is play with tokens that are very similar, very easy to understand. Okay. So we'll just need one more here. Cool. This is good enough. This should work. All right. So on the left, we have staking, yield farming. Let's say we have Cardano. You own some Cardano in your wallet. So what can you do with Cardano? Well, you can very easily stake it. Staking it, meaning you can earn a yield on it. You earn an APR, APY, annual percentage return, annual percentage yield, right? So when you own Cardano in particular, the way the blockchain works, the way the ecosystem of Cardano works, is when you delegate to a pool, you earn a little bit of the new supply. So let's go to a wallet. And the best way is just to go over with Cardano first. Here's an example of me currently earning some yield. This is me staking Cardano. So what I've done is I went to a delegation list. You can do this with Yoroi. I have videos here in the channel explaining step by step how this works. You're going to click on any pool that you like. My favorites right now. I would recommend this to anybody at this point in time. Dap Central, Fareed's the man. go to delegate and sign the transaction. Once you do that, it'll take a few epochs. So the way Cardano works is every 5 days, the pool, based on how many blocks and how much the pool earns, it gets distributed to the wallet in the holders that delegate to the pool. So you're helping support decentralization, and in return, by staking, you get a little bit of the new supply. That's how Cardano staking works. Whereas, let's say Bitcoin, it's completely different. If you want to get the new supply, it's a POW. It's a proof of work. So you've all heard about mining. It's a very complex, very costly, system in order to earn the new supply. So you could say that farming in proof of work for Bitcoin is kind of like staking. That's basically the way you could think about Bitcoin if you want to earn some more. Now, what you can do as well is you can borrow against your assets. So you could connect your wallet to, say, Coinbase, and they will stake for you, or they will lend out money for you. And that's a way that you could stake as well. So there's basically two main ways of staking. And when it gets different for yield farming is that instead of providing just one asset, what you're doing is you are providing two assets and you are earning a little bit of return. So let's go through that. So let's go through staking. Cardano, let's say you stake it, you sign a transaction, you're going to earn, let's say, a 4 to 5%. And that would be pretty good if you're earning that. Okay? And then you have Matic. You can stake Matic very easily. You can do this on the crypto.com app. So that's another way you can use Matic. You take the assets and you connect your wallet. And basically what you're doing is you are signing a transaction saying, yes, I want to be delegating towards this pool. Or in the case of crypto.com, that's basically just where I do it right now. There are many other ways. So let's say you can earn maybe like an 8 to 10%, right? And then you have Atom, other projects that I really like. So here's USDC. I believe that's USDC. Let's just say it is for this video. And what you can do is you can lock that in on Coinbase or something like that. You can earn 6%, let's just say. Okay? So this is very easy to do. And the good thing about staking is that you can easily take it out. And in the case of Cardano, your Cardano are never leaving your wallet. So I can stake, I can sign a transaction, and my Cardano never leaves my Trezor. Okay, so that's the beautiful part. Now, yield farming is where it gets a bit different. So yield farming, you're going to be using a DEX. So a decentralized exchange. And this is the idea of crypto. Now, what you can do, you can connect a wallet like we're doing. I have tons of videos here on the channel, step by step. I show you how to do everything that we're doing up to date. I've been documenting everything. Check out those videos. So if you go to farm, you can go to where I'm staking. And the cool thing about staking and the way it works is that you're providing two assets. In this case, it's ADA min, ADA meld. So you can really maximize and leverage rewards based on your altcoins and your other tokens. And you're providing liquidity to the pool so that when others trade, you earn a little bit of kickback, rewards for that. So right here, I am delegating to these three pools. So let's start out with the first one. All right, so for example, you connect your wallet and you add liquidity. So let's say I wanted to add all of this ADA, okay? And I would add, say, some Iagon or something. Once I delegate, I can stake in the farm and I can earn reward on that. So yield farming, I would say that is staking. It is staking, but it's not staking in the sense that you're just supporting the network. You're not doing it the traditional way. You are staking, adding liquidity to a pool. So I hope that makes sense. That's the main difference. In yield farming, the other thing is that it's a little bit riskier because if the DEX ever goes down, because when you're staking, you are converting your assets to LP tokens and you are basically locking in your funds. You're sending them away. So yes, we do have smart contracts and we do have the capabilities of doing this and keeping track, but there is more risk at the end of the day. So I recommend practicing. Start small. Don't throw in $1,000. Throw in $5. Whatever you can just to get started. Watch the videos. I have tons on the channel showing you how to earn and how to stake pretty easily. I probably call it staking, but it's really yield farming. So if we go to your liquidity, you can see here that I've got 52,000 MELD and 2,000 ADA. So you have to pair an equal amount in dollars, and that's what you get. So if you look at my pool reward, I'm earning 0.15% of the pool. This is my earnings. So I'm earning like what, 1.5% of that pool, which is pretty cool. So I'm delegating quite a bit. And here I'm earning much less. Here I'm earning what, almost 0.5% of the pool. So when people go on, they connect their wallet, and let's say you trade 100 ADA and you want to pick up some MELD, and you want to pick up 2,000 MELD, based on the batcher fee and the liquidity provider fee, because I am delegating to the pool, you are basically using my assets. You're going to be trading with the pool's assets. So that's how that works. So the fact that everything is decentralized, meaning we can do peer-to-peer transactions with crypto, I like the idea of a DEX, because now the DEX is a way in which we can really bank with each other without having, crazy fees and all these different things. And we can earn a little bit of that yield. So in this sense, you are now your own bank. The assets that you own, you can get a yield from that. If you're giving money to a bank, they don't give you anything. They take it and they loan it out and they do this stuff. Well, now we can do it. So comment down below if this is making sense to you. Again, let's go back to the chart. I'm just doing this on the fly, but let's say for the stake of yielding, now this I would say is safer, the staking, especially with Cardano. It's different with different blockchains. Even Ethereum, you can stake it now. I don't know how trusty it is, but with Cardano, Ethereum in this case, you can earn maybe a 6% and you can stake and earn a little bit of the new supply. And then you also have, for example, yield farming, where you pair two assets and you can earn multiple tokens too. So here you could earn maybe, a much higher, like 10% ADA. You could get like, 13% in min. You could get 8% in MELD. And this could be just from one delegation. So that's what's really cool. So here you're locking it in, as I just showed you. So if I wanted to take this out, I would have to go to my farm. And there are tons of different opportunities here, as you can see. Okay. But you do have to pair two assets, but it makes sense how it works. So if I go to staked only, I would go here. I could also harvest my rewards. So it's probably a good time to do that soon. I'm going to be doing a video here very soon on that. So with that being said, I hope you better understand it. To make a long story short, yield farming is when you're pairing two different assets and providing liquidity versus staking. You're just signing a transaction or just using one asset. It's much easier. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope that helps you all out, and comment down below. Also subscribe to the channel. It's going to help us out. I'm trying to grow Crypto Moose. So again, it is Crypto Moose here. Check out our shorts. Check out our long form. And we'll see you all in the next one.